Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball Card Breaks. Today we have the Time Travel Tuesday edition, and as you see there in front of you, we have a whole box of 1990 Fleer baseball. I've already taken them out of the box. The box was in pretty rough shape. As you can see here, it was really tore up. So I've already taken everything out. If you've never seen these before, on the back of the box, you'll see that they have three special cards that are just for the box bottom only, and then they include one logo. So we have Ken Griffey Jr. and Kirby and Ruben Sierra. And of course, these are pretty tore up. I did look on eBay, and if you do have a well-cut version of these and get it graded, they could be worth a lot more than a PSA 10 in one of the cards that are in the actual set. So it tells you here on the side to save the box. And you can see there all the different star players from 1990 that are included in this set and on the box bottoms. So in this set, there's 660 cards. The major rookies that are in this set are Moises Alou, Juan Gonzalez, David Justice, Sammy Sosa, and Larry Walker, who was recently added to the Hall of Fame. And also you can find a Deion Sanders rookie card in here. And I mention this because I looked up on eBay, and PSA 10s in Juan Gonzalez is gone for $24. Edgar Martinez is going for $21. Deion Sanders in a PSA 10 is gone for $51. And then, of course, Ken Griffey Jr., who's the primary player that we're going to be looking for today, has gone for anywhere from $46 to $58. Also, we mentioned Sammy Sosa. His PSA 10 is going for $60 on eBay. These are all recent sales in the last month. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start ripping these babies and see if we can't find ourselves a Griffey or a Sosa. Because of the condition of the box, I don't have high hopes for the conditions of the cards. But, we'll take a look and see what we can find. We have the Angels. I believe it was California Angels back then. So we're going to just kind of get through these packs. We're just looking for the major stars, maybe Hall of Famers that were in their prime. There's John Smoltz, and this is Smoltz's second year. So it's a Smoltz second year card. And Boston Igniters. There's Doc Gooden. And Greg Swindell, Rob Dibs. So nothing too exciting there. With a 660 card set, we'll be lucky if we find one Griffey, and if we find two, that's even more of a bonus. I've had good luck in other Time Travel Tuesdays. There's a Nolan Ryan on the Rangers. We'll hang on to that one. I've had pretty good luck finding Griffies in our Time Travel Tuesday. That's why I'm primarily looking for sets that are in this era. There's Gary Carter, Hall of Famer. And, I'm looking maybe to find some good ones to grade. If you saw the Time Travel Tuesday, that was our Skybox Dugout Access Edition. We pulled two Griffies out of there. One was excellent. I mean, it's probably gradable. The other one was faded as far as the actual picture. You could hold them up next to each other and completely see the difference. So I won't be attempting to get that one graded, but I'm going to try it on the first Griffey that I found that day. There's Matt Williams, Willie Randolph, a couple other athletes from that era. I really started collecting cards in 1978. I was 7 years old. And that's when I started collecting cards. And I've collected fairly religiously, as you find Dan Plesek there, until about 1988. And then I graduated from high school in 89 and went to college. So there's Jack Morris, Hall of Famer, from my Detroit Tigers. And I didn't collect cards again until about 2003. So I've missed the junk wax era for the most part. So yeah, in my personal collection, I don't have a lot of this stuff. So for me, there's Don Mattingly. I'll put him in the good pile. For me, the junk wax era is somewhat fascinating. I know these cards don't hold a ton of value, but other than watching other card breaks on YouTube, I've never really seen a lot of these personally. So I find it kind of fascinating to crack these open and see what we can find. Let's see. Good old checklist. Dan Petrie on the Angels. That must have been his last year in the majors. Dan Petrie's World Series winner with Detroit in '84. And he still lives in the Detroit area. Got a Cubby sticker. I wonder if any of these still stick. Oh, it's actually a whole thing. All right, well, we don't need to find out. Brian Dubois. There was a time when he was the next big thing on Detroit, but he never amounted to much. Mike Scott, no-hitter, threw a no-hitter in his career. Jay Bell. Gene Harris. Terry Pendleton, World Series MVP. Don Robinson. Nelson Santavanea. Jim Presley. I believe he still calls the Mariners games, I think. Robbie Thompson. So far, nothing exciting. I mean, we have a long way to go here. There's the Astros. They're down 2-0 in the ALCS. There's Bosio. He was a pitching coach for the Tigers for a little while. Swindell, Rob Dibble. Player of the decade, Fernando Valenzuela. He's a legend. I think Fernando Valenzuela's rookie card in 1980 was like the first card I ever tried to trade kids on the playground for. And being from Detroit, I only ever got to see anything about Fernando on Saturday mornings on This Week in Baseball, the weekly program hosted by Mel Allen, who would show you the highlights for the week's games. It was Dale Murphy, two-time MVP. And so that's how I would find out about, there's Greg Maddux again. So we got two, no, I think it's the first Greg Maddux, right? Yes, Smoltzy was the other one. So that's how you would find out, as Dante Bichette. That's how you would find out who the other players were in the National League and elsewhere in the U.S. So, so Fernando was the first one that I knew was a big deal. There's Jose Gonzalez, not the Gonzalez we're looking for. Dave Martinez. All right, we're almost 1/3 of the way through. And there's a quad sticker. Rob Deere. He's actually hit the only home run in Tiger Stadium that I ever saw that was a walk-off. He played for the Tigers for a little while. As El Presidente, perfect game thrower, Dennis Martinez. It's Hall of Famer George Brett. Tommy Brookins, longtime Detroit Tigers. I mean, again, it's really weird to see them, the '84 team, at the end of their career on other teams. Of course, we saw the Jack Morris card. He left, went to Minnesota, won a World Series with them, and left and went to Toronto. And I think he finished up his career in Cleveland. Mike Gallego, Brian Harper, So these cards seem to be in pretty good shape considering the condition of the box. Sean Dunston. So if we do get a Griffey out of here, I mean, as long as it's in good condition, I think it's going to be maybe a 10. Joey Albert Bell. Don't call him Joey. There's Cal Ripken. That's a nice card. We'll hang on to that one. John Franco. George Brett, Player of the Decade. Wild Thing, Mitch Williams. Gave up the long ball to Joe Carter. Okay, some more stickers. Walt Terrell, longtime Tiger on the Yankees. Lance Parrish on the Angels. I mean, I don't know. For me, I'm sure you have your favorite team out there when you see players that finish their long careers, especially illustrious careers, winning the World Series, and you see them on other teams. I don't know. It's just weird. So yeah, for me, getting back into collecting cards, again, it was in the early 2000s, and after I finally had a really good job where I was earning decent money, I would go to the local card shop and just pick up a couple packs, just for the heck of it, not taking it very seriously. And this is, when they start to have parallels and inserts. I'm not sure if there was autographs yet. Maybe there might be like a Mickey Mantle as a Tiger sticker. There might be like a Mickey Mantle, autograph, one in 250,000 packs or something. But there wasn't really anything major. And then finally, is Dan Petrie again. That's a good sign if we're seeing the same collation. Maybe we can get 2 Griffies. Tracy Jones, Benito Santiago. But once they started putting autographs and relics into packs, I mean, that's when I first started getting really addicted to collecting again. And then I went full bore. And in Michigan, the good thing is there are a lot of card shops that were still around, at least until the financial crisis that we had in 2008. But they got my money, so they probably stayed open longer than maybe they normally would. Jay Buhner. Hey, there's Roger Clemens. Scott Fletcher, Ken Griffey Sr. Not the Griffey we're looking for. Randy Johnson. This is a second-year card for him as well. It's a nice card, though. Hall of Famer. Before he blew up the bird. Speaking of the bird, it was in Toronto when that happened. Hey, there's another Clemens. Ken Griffey, once again. Randy Johnson won it once again. Lefferts is Brian Dubois. Yep, a lot of the same. There's Eck, Hall of Famer. Bobby Thigpen. He had the saves record for single season saves with 59. I'm sure that's been beat, but I don't remember who it was. Was it Eric Gagne? Maybe? I can't remember. I'm sure someone can tell me in the comments below. It's Willie Wilson. Chuck Finley. Chuck Finley married to Tawny Katane from the Whitesnake video. I just remember they had a very contentious divorce and she went a little loco and oh man, it was a big news back in the day. 1990 Flair All-Star Team, Harold Baines in a Rangers uniform. That's odd as well. Mike Stanton, Jerry Reedus, Jay Buhner. When I see the yellow in the Mariners, I'm immediately thinking Griffey. All right, we're about halfway through. Try to keep this video under 30 minutes. Hall of Famer Lee Smith. At one point, he was the all-time saves leader. Jose Uribe, I only show you this card because for some reason, someone actually had it graded and it came back a PSA 10. It was on eBay and it went for $26. So somebody bought, it was Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer. Somebody bought a PSA 10 Jose Uribe. There's David Justice. So there's one of the rookie cards. We're going to put that one aside, I suppose. He had a good long career. He was one of the first players I ever heckled from the outfield. And then I was living in Oakland. Hey, there's Sammy Sosa. So let's take a look. Yeah, it looks like it's really off center, right? Left to right. So probably not a gradable one. Corners look pretty decent, but yeah, that's probably not going to cut it. But it'll be nice to add to my collection. But yeah, I'd moved to Oakland, California, and I had Oakland A's season tickets. And we used to like just rip into to Dave Justice. He had married Holly Berry or something at the time, and then the next year he was on the A's team, part of the Moneyball era. So then we felt guilty for trying to crush his soul. Felix Jose. That's another name for the past. So still no Griffey. And this is kind of how it was in the stadium, the 92 Stadium Club that I opened. We went almost the whole box. Oh, there's Barry Bonds. Put Barry Bonds aside. Yeah, we almost went the whole box without getting a Griffey. Hojo. Jeff Robinson, Eric Mason, Yvonne Calderon. Yep. Okay, no Griffies. Come on, Griffies. I noticed they were individually priced at 55 cents. I don't know if that's what someone was trying to sell them in a store, or if that's the original price being sold. I don't know where. Maybe in I would imagine not a card shop in this era, but maybe like your local drugstore or something. Dave Bergman, one of the greatest at-bats I've ever seen came from Dave Bergman. If you get a chance, look it up on YouTube. I think it was a 13-pitch at-bat in which he ended up hitting a home run to win the game. Charlie Huff, knuckleballer. Cal and Tony Fernandez. He passed away earlier this year, Tony Fernandez. Okay, moving along. This is what the back of the card looks like. If you haven't seen it before, is Eric Shao. Not Show. Eric Shao has a career, the career totals, and then some vital signs. Hey, look at that. Walk ratio, strikeout ratio. There's some advanced metrics for you back in 1990. Bud Black. Cal Ripken Jr., player of the decade. We'll put that one aside. Now that I'm really looking at these after the Sammy Sosa, they all seem to be a little off left to right. So maybe that's the way they're designed. Paul Molitor, Hall of Famer. Mike Henneman, Eric Shao. All right. Sean Holman. I have no idea who that is. There's Mark McGuire, followed by Hall of Famer Tom Glavine. Hensley Mullins, often rumored to get a manager's position, but he never really got one yet. Dan Quisenberry, Strawberry. Let's put these over here on the stack. Okay, well we're almost to our final stack. Still no Griffey. I mean, not Griffey Jr. anyway. There's Fernando once again. Chuck Krim, Tony Armas, Doyle Alexander, Mike Davis. All right. Reds logo, Ed Whitson, Mike Davis, yeah, Chad Kruder. So this is a lot of the same. Wally Joyner, Wally World, Jimmy Key, Gene Nelson, Jeff Parrott, Stottlemyre, Landrum. Okay, 2/3 of the way through. Last stack. Starting to get a little nervous. Manny Lee, Ron Jones, Junior Ortiz, Will Clark, Jody Davis, Neil Heaton, Reed Daly, Wade Boggs, Hall of Famer, Gallagher, Danny Jackson, Mike Schooler. Danny Jackson has a high school baseball stadium named after him in Houston. I lived there for 3 years. I lived in Houston when the Astros won the World Series and were potentially cheating. And it's too bad that happened because living in that city during that era, I mean, there were grown men, calling in and crying on the radio in the local sports talk station. I mean, it was a really big deal. Kevin Ritz, that guy, never amounted to much for the Tigers. We traded him. No, I think he got drafted by the Colorado Rockies in '93 in the expansion draft. And he was a starter for them for a couple of years during the early days of the Rockies. Mets. Scott Radley. Greenwell. Ron Kittle. Mike Jackson coming. Not the Mariner we're looking for. Frank Williams. Glenn Davis. Bob Welch. Yeah, yesterday, Joe Morgan passed away. It's kind of sad to see that. Hall of Famer. Not the best announcer. I think he took a lot of flack for that, doing Sunday Night Baseball, but it's Harold Baines, Hall of Famer. He took a lot of flack for that, and maybe rightly so. But that doesn't mean he wasn't a true Hall of Famer with his playing skills. All right, we're coming down to the wire here. Sometimes I like to get the Griffey or any card that I'm looking for, the rookie card. There's John Smoltz again. I like to get that like early and get it out of the way. And then as we get to the end, I don't have to worry about accidentally swearing because I'm angry. Because, that's kind of where my mind goes under these circumstances. There's the A's, Andres Thomas, Robin Ventura, Frank DePino, Kevin Elster, Mark Thurmond, Corey Snyder, Bedrock, Romine, Sean Dunston. Oh boy. So we're down to 6. The heat is on. Okay. Player of the Decade, Will Clark. Never got any real serious consideration for the Hall of Fame, but I think you could make a case for him. Chet Lemon, one of my favorite players, and of course he was center fielder for my Tigers World Series team in '84. Okay, Rickey Henderson, that's a good card, we'll take that. Let's see. Nothing, come on. Deion James. 4 packs left. And that's it. I want a Griffey in each pack. Each of the final 4 packs. Okay, it's Rob Deere again. Matt Noakes. George Brett. Tommy B. The Gambler, Kenny Rogers. All right. 3 packs to go. Andy Benez. Danny Darwin. We're looking for yellow, any yellow. Bill Landrum. Ruben Sierra. Raphael Belliard. Bruno and Brian Holman. 2 packs to go. We haven't found a Juan Gonzalez yet either, or a Deion Sanders. Let's see. Tony Pena, Hojo, Joe Carter, O'Neill, Jose Canseco, BJ Surhoff. Okay, well, this did not go as planned, but we need some last pack magic here. This is it. Get them turned around. Eric King, Armstrong, Walter, Dave Valley Mariners, you tricked me. Paul Gibson, Kirk Gibson, back-to-back Gibbies. Traber, Biggio, Dave Henderson, Ron Gant, Hawkins, Combs, Uncle Pepper. All right, well, total bust. I appreciate you sticking through the 30 minutes of this video. We got a stack of Hall of Famers here. I'll give that up. Sammy Sosa, I'll look over and see if it has any value, maybe worth trying. It was definitely I went for the most money on eBay, so that might be worth it. It's just to give it a try. But at any rate, thank you for tuning in. Check back with us this weekend. We'll have more card break videos. And until then, take care.